I thought the last Invent Animate song I heard was a masterpiece, so you can imagine, I'm excited to hear this one. It's a new one that they've come out with. At some point I'm going to listen to a whole album of theirs, requested by a couple of people in the comments, and some EP about the sun not sleeping or something, I can't remember what it's called, but I'll check them out in due course, but this is their new song, so let's go ahead and give it a listen. It's called Without a Whisper, and go. Ooh. A lovely bass tone. Oh. Gentle. I've only heard 2 songs of theirs before, so I didn't know they had this in them. That's beautiful. Delicate hi-hat work. Taste of ghost notes. There's a lovely guitar layer in that. Sixteenths. Beautiful. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous clean guitars. Harmony in there. What is that? It's like a cymbal sound in my right ear. Almost like chimes. What is that? Lovely choice of notes. The layering in this is gorgeous. Oh my god. Where that lead guitar goes over the top of it all. But the bass is some filth. Jesus. What a gear to pull. Oh my god. Where are we going, lads? Oh, lovely tone to his voice there. Oh, interesting production there. And it broke. He's really up there. The tone of that low guitar is fucking great. It's epic. End? That'd be a great spot to end on. I think they might have. Oh. Wow. That's, oh my god. That was a little pocket rocket of fucking greatness. And they're like, here we go, we done. And it was perfect. Structurally, I thought that was phenomenal. We're gonna get into the overall song and the rest. Let's start with the drums. The drummer is phenomenal. I've really enjoyed what he's done in the past couple of songs I've seen of theirs. Very technically complex, but clearly has spent thousands of hours honing his drum skills. So skill level is off the charts. And this song toned it back a lot to serve this more gentler song, right? It's plenty of difficulty going on in there, but it was much less busy. Certainly in the chorus as well. Kind of the overall, cymbals were just kind of on the downbeats. That was kind of it. It was, you could hear them hitting out as if it's kind of a heavy rock song with some crash cymbal stuff. But then the rolls going on in the snare and the kick drum busyness, it wasn't forceful, but it was there to kind of let the whole thing roll and had a bit of a vibe to it. And then the rest of the song was so delicate and beautiful. But then you have the breakdown moments, and that's where the complexity really comes in, with the staccato offbeats here and there, little fills and color that he adds to it as well. Just a brilliant musician as a drummer, right? It's not just a case of like, hey, I can hit the beats and I can hit some complex stuff. He's a musician drummer, which is kind of a weird thing to say, because all drummers are musicians, but some more than others, I think, are considering the song, the vibe, and the tone, and using every ounce of the kit in a considered, careful way that is not overdoing it. And I thought that was fantastic. The guitars for me were the real standouts musically in this song. Well, we'll go to the vocals though, they were fucking great. But the guitars, the layering of that was gorgeous. The use of kind of more of a clean sound over there, for the most part, I'd never heard them do something like that. It was almost acoustic at the start, the cleanness of it. The kind of lead guitar layer over the chorus, but then you had this low, kind of fucking filthy bass tone doing, I guess, well, it was kind of 16th note kind of strumming on it. The combination of those two things and the variety of like kind of the chords being emanating from all the guitars was this gorgeous, massive sound, but it wasn't like too loud. It was sort of controlled as well. The chorus was big and epic, but not like a tidal wave. It sort of had a control to it, which was beautiful. Really hard to put that together. I thought the mix of all that was fantastic. And then some fucking tasty little, color and interesting squeaky bits going on in the breakdowns. So yeah, quite a variety of guitar sounds going on in this, and I really enjoyed it. It was the most subdued I think I've heard of them as an overall sound in terms of the guitars for one of their songs, and it was gorgeous. It's fucking great. There's so much to like about that. It was great. Yeah, the tones, the chord progressions, and the kind of the layering of the guitars over the top of each other. Fucking incredible. And then the vocals I thought were beautiful. It was mostly cleans, right? There was a couple of bits of heavy screams, which I wasn't necessarily expecting. It was such a relaxed, sedate song for so long. I didn't think they were going to pull that lever, but they did, and it was fantastic because it added an extra bit of fire and emotional energy to it, I thought. Got some really high range vocals in that. Went up into some notes I didn't know you could do. It's fantastic. And some of the choices of melodies within that, the choice of notes, the way they sat on what the guitars were doing, they really considered about creating these sort of linear chords between what the vocals and the guitars are doing and how the drums are supporting that with cymbal work. It's almost meditative, the way that they're able to put these things together. It's fucking just a gorgeous sound. And the vocalists did a phenomenal job with that. Really, really liked their voice, both the screams and the cleans that they do. Big fan of that. Wow, phenomenal vocals. Other elements, I don't really know. I wasn't really picking up on other bits and pieces on that in terms of sonic stuff. Like the one thing I could say is there was a moment where I think I can't remember if it was a clean vocal or was a bit of distortion on it, but going into a different section, I think everything else cut out pretty much. It was just the vocal, and there was a production bit of effect on that vocal to kind of house it. And then just before the rest of the band came in, they released that effect, and you had this kind of stronger, louder, kind of clean punch through. And that was interesting. I've not heard anyone do quite that before. It's like a production element on a vocal that a half beat before the next thing starts, they release that and you get a little bit of transition. I thought that was really interesting and I liked it. It was very cool and I was not expecting that, and I'm looking forward to hearing it again when I know it's coming. I can really pay more attention to it. So fucking great, very cool. And then overall, I mean, it's gorgeous. Again, like the last song I listened to by them was Elysium, which was a fucking masterpiece and just so beautiful in its heaviness and all the chords and the epicness with all that. And this was like that but different, which I'm a big fan of. Like it was very, I don't know anything of the back catalog. I've literally heard Immolation of Light and Elysium, so I have no idea of the full spectrum of what they've done in the past. So maybe they do a lot of stuff that's this kind of gentle. I don't know, but I fucking thought it was fantastic. And when matched up with the two songs I've heard of theirs before, it was an absolute treat to have that very different kind of atmosphere, feel, environment to it. And it was gorgeously written. And the structure of the song was fantastic. It was so satisfying, surprising in the way that it went forwards, but you also had kind of some chorus anchors in there. Yeah, loved it. Overall, what a wonderful song. How do I rate that? There's no way it's lower than delicious. It was 100% delicious. Is it a masterpiece? It's fucking close. It's fucking close. I'm gonna try on this one. I'm gonna. Oh fuck! I'm gonna err on the side of delicious. It's a bee's fingernail away from being a masterpiece, but I don't know. I think I need to hear it some more times and see if whether the overall gentleness of it, makes it less kind of punchy compared to what Elysium did for me. Elysium completely rocked my brain. This one I thought was a fucking gorgeous song and the very highest level of delicious. I thought it was a phenomenal piece of music and I loved it. Jeez, okay, all right. I need to listen to some more of these guys' back catalog. I will put that higher on my to-do list. Okay, that's coming up for sure. If you enjoyed this video, please do boop the like button. It'll help other people on YouTube find and potentially enjoy this video as well. If you want to see more videos like this, then feel free to subscribe and then you'll see future videos that I make doing reactions here. If you're interested in music beyond the rock genre, do feel free to check out the link in the description. Otherwise, have a wonderful day and maybe I'll see you in another video.